we had an issue where the customer called with the complaint. The chucking force is varying all over the place with your cartridge. I don't know what's wrong. Something's going on. I said, well, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you set it up right? Did you follow the steps? Yeah, we did. And it gets loose, and then it'll get tight. And we checked off all the boxes of your part size consistent. Yeah, that's not a problem. You followed all the steps on the instruction card. I talked to him on the phone, and I said, well, and usually when a customer says, yeah, I did all that, and it's still doing it, I'll say, well, can we do like a video call at the machine? And I just want to step through everything just to make sure, because it's just an instruction card, it's a bunch of fine print. I don't blame you if you don't follow it perfectly. So I watch them setting it up with the Zoom, and I'll be damned, they were following all the right steps. And it was like, look, see, now it's loose, and it was not. And I'm like, God, that's really weird. So I said, let's take the sleeve out and let's look and see if there's something in there. It's kind of hard to hear. The guy at the machine, another guy's holding the phone, showing me. So I'm talking to him, and then he talks to the machinist who's working on the machine. And all of a sudden, the guy in the machine goes, oh, hey, I found something. It turns out one of the toggle fingers was broken. They had a cracked toggle finger, which is what applies the chucking force, is somehow intermittently not working. They said, oh, I think that we're going to look into that. We'll get back to you. And then like a couple of days later, he sent us an email saying, yeah, we found a problem. It was the toggle fingers, or maybe it was the pivot pin that held the toggle. I can't remember exactly what it was, but the guy kind of keyed into it. So having that kind of confidence and having the customer trust me enough and trust our product enough to be able to not keep focusing on that. No, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm just sending this back to you. It doesn't work, type of thing. We have had that a couple of times where people give up patience. I understand that. I'm not going to say it's our fault. It wasn't. They just didn't want to get to the bottom of it, and that's okay. I understand. They need to get this job running, and they don't want to mess with it. That's super rare. Mm-hmm. I would say 99% of the time, customers, even though it's a pain, even though it's a hassle, and it can be very frustrating and tedious, by the time they get it figured out, they're just so grateful to actually find the root cause of the problem, because it goes away. Then they can make parts. There have been tons of instances of concentricity. That's a repeating theme. And that's why I made the flowchart.